Just heard the latest from Will Carter and Sway on Maverick 100.9. It's Corliss, and I am joined by Will Carter. And normally we talk about a song before we put it on the air, but Will, I think you and I would both agree these past few months have just been balls to the wall busy on both parts. Is that crazy or what?
I love it though. I love it. I get bored way too easy. I gotta keep things happening, keep me interested. Yeah.
I know what you mean, but I got the text from you and you were like, have you heard the song? What are we doing? What's going on? I'm like, bro, I am so excited to hear from you because it is time for a catch up. It really, really is. We haven't talked since the beginning of the year. We had our New Year check-in, but you got a new song called Sway. And we've already discussed how hard you've been working on changing up the sound, the band, the live show, and all of it working in a perfect circle. So how is it working now? And how did it work out with Sway?
And the show is banging. I've never been more excited about our live show. It is absolutely rocking. The band is, those guys have been playing together for a few years now. We've been playing together as a band for a year and a half now. Of course, the bass player's been with me for like 9.
Yeah.
But it was probably, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago that we kind of re-scripted this whole show with all of the stuff from the last album. And then we've just finished the first full-length Will Carter Band album where we brought the guys in the studio and all that. So about half of those were ready. So we've got about half of that set incorporated into the show. And then here in about 2 months, we're going to go get the back half of it, choreographed and written and staged and scripted and all that kind of stuff. So we'll basically have like 3 live shows to pick from. And it's cool because the formula is, in the set, a certain type of song works in a certain spot. And then so now we've got basically 3 albums of music to, be able to change it up, but still keep the whole scripted, choreographed, everybody's moving in the same direction and doing something just to keep it visually entertaining as well as, just rocking out on stage like you normally see at a concert. So I love that. I like the live show to be the most memorable piece of the whole deal. And I feel like we've accomplished that. So it's been awesome getting to tour around and just show the show to people.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it for myself. I love it. I highly recommend it. I think I even sent quotes to your team to make sure that they knew my opinion of it. Like it's great. And, we're commonly speaking to you personally as an Aggieland artist, and here around Aggieland, we do know Will Carter very, very well. But if you need to be introduced to the Will Carter Band, I highly suggest you get on it because you know the deal. It's got to be seen. You guys have put in so much work, and I love your band, especially like you mentioned, Bobby, who's been with you for 9 years. He's just as much a part of all of this as anybody. So it's really cool to see you stay true to what you've always believed in musically, but change up the stuff that's, that really hits hard at home for you. Like you've really almost backtracked your entire career, and I'm so proud of you for doing that.
Oh, it finally just feels right. Having the guys on the album is, again, it's not the norm these days, but you really just can't capture that energy that you have from a band that you play with every week by using session musicians in a studio. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so bringing the guys in the studio was just awesome. I mean, the sound is what you hear when you come to a show. I mean, it's exactly the same thing. So there's no, there's no studio musician just making up a part and then the guys learning. I mean, we wrote every note of every track together in the studio, and that's what we play live on stage. That's what you hear on the radio. That's what you hear on the tracks. So anyways, I absolutely love it. And it really it's hard to explain, but there's session musicians out there that are fantastic. But you just don't capture that energy that you do when you use the same group.
No. And that was another one of your focuses is you're making music now to drive people to this incredible show that you've put together. And you're one of the few artists that does that the live show is actually the most important part. And I think it's a unique way to go about music, but it's almost the right way. I mean, take me for an example. Look at how I even find the artists to put on Maverick. I go out and I see them live. I don't care what I mean, yeah, the recorded stuff has to be radio friendly and it's got to be radio quality. But if I'm going to put my brand and my name on putting your music out there, I'm going to make sure that if somebody spends their hard-earned dollars to go see you after hearing your music, it better be a good one.
Mm-hmm. No, and we people go to a show to be entertained. So I've never been an advocate of, standing up there playing music. I mean, that's great, but that's not the goal. For me, the goal is for them to leave wanting more and wanting to come back. And that's also the reason for, having worked with the live production team so many times, so that every show can be different, right? And we can pick, the songs based on, where we're playing and, when the last time we played there was, what songs were a big hit in that market, just the vibe of the venue, and let that kind of drive the show. But that's the difference. It's not a concert. It is a show. That's what we're after.
I love that. And what about the new album? Like, when do we get the next Will Carter Band album as a whole?
So it's done. Probably what we'll do is, we've put out this Sway is the third track off of that album. So here in about probably 3 or 4 weeks, we'll drop another one, just a single, right? And then probably follow that up with an EP, which will essentially be half of it. And then kind of trickle out a single every 6 weeks or so. And then once we get to the end, package it up and release the whole thing. So by the end of the year, you'll have everything, but you're going to get it, every 6 weeks, another little taste and another little taste. And
we don't have to wait.
No, we're going to just keep. And if you come to a live show, you get to see the whole thing now.
Exactly. And I did kind of want to point that out because you guys incorporate so much into the live show, and the guys in the band do their own part as well. You can if you have never heard a Will Carter song or a Will Carter Band song, you're not going to be disappointed in the show. It is for everyone, whether you've heard of them or not. Please take my word as that is now. But really, for the rest of it, all you got to be doing is following along. You can visit the website. You can follow Will Carter Band on any form of social media, and it's all going to be delivered to you throughout the year. You have already provided an entire year of entertainment for everyone, and that is super special. One thing that I wanted to bring up today is I hear you got to babysit your nephew Ryder, who was my foster child for a little bit.
I didn't realize that. It was funny. My sister tells me, yeah, I got a new cat and I'm going to be going out of town. And then all of a sudden I'm flipping through Instagram and I go, wait a minute. This is this is the
same cat that Corliss had.
This is the same. Like, where did you get this? Oh, Corliss. Like, wow. Okay. So yes, in fact, he's been over here a couple of times actually. In fact, he's coming back here in a few more weeks. So we're all going to do a family trip down to Cancun. And so my daughter is going to be holding down the fort. So my house is the everybody bring your pets over and let my daughter babysit them house. So there you go.
I'm going to have to call you now when I need a babysitter for all of mine. But yeah, so here on Maverick, we have Waggy Wednesdays where we bring in a rescue pet from Long Way Home. And Ryder was my first of the year, and he had a foster mom. And I fell in love with him accidentally and knew that Corliss has already gone animal crazy. The house is full. We're at our limit. Well, the foster mom was going to be taking a very extended vacation and needed a temporary foster home. So I was like, well, I'm in love with him. So obviously I'll take him. And the more he was here, the more I started falling in love with him. And so I started just personally posting him on my social media. Well, your little sister, your baby sister, Summer, said, I need another kitty for my kitty And it all worked out, and she still sends me updates. She lets me know when Ryder gets to visit Uncle Will's, and I am so happy that he joined your family, because you're someone that I have a personal relationship with. Your family members. You're not just a musician on the radio to me. So it was funny how it all turned into something so special. So this is your reminder today to adopt, not shop. Even your favorite musicians and their families do it as well.
That's right.
Usually it was always us talking about weddings and engagements and Lauren, and now it's turned to cats.
Well,
unless
let me
Lauren's preggers.
So Lauren and I are expecting another addition to the family. We haven't picked a name yet, but we do know it's a boy, and he'll be here in October of this year.
My God, we got another Aggie on the way. Are you gonna
That's right?
Because
I'll be brainwashing him from birth, baby.
Oh yeah. Well, even you didn't even incorporate the baby announcement into the music subject of your life. You actually went more the construction way, because, Will Carter also owns his own construction business, which that degree he earned from Texas A&M. So you've got your boy to take over the business.
That's right. That's why I said I needed a boy. I was really hoping for a boy. I need some help.
And what does Big Sister think of this? Because there is a 17-year-old difference.
18.
18!
Yeah.
You've got a grown-up now and a baby on the way.
Starting all over, baby. In fact, she graduated high school 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations. I have so many congratulations for you right now. I could cry.
It's a fun and exciting time of life, that is for sure.
It is so fun. I am so excited for you, and please send Dr. Lauren all the love from me. I'm so excited for the two of you. This is outrageous.
We're excited. She's terrified. She's like, I know everything about babies up until 9 months, and then after they come out, I don't know anything.
That's funny to think of it that way. For those of you who do not know, Lauren's an OBGYN. She delivers babies. She cares for women from start to finish. But yeah, once they leave the office, it's a total. But you've been prepared for this for a long time. Even though your daughter didn't come along until later in life, you still had to learn all the daddy lessons.
I did. Well, and I have the sister that's 7 years younger and the brother that's 9 years younger. So
yeah, you raised your siblings. You did a whole big part of their raising.
But it's been 20 plus years, so I got to, knock some of the cobwebs off. But I'm not completely green.
Oh my God. Well, I know it's gonna work out in the end. It's gonna be great. And thank you for, making that announcement here at home with all the people that love you here.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for listening, Aggieland. Thank you, Maverick. And y'all come see a show.
And of course, everybody, please go download the new single Sway from the Will Carter Band. You can now hear it playing on Maverick.